kickoff for Jacksonville.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins set to go now, and their veteran quarterback leading him onto the field. He's played a lot of places, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And it's third and short.
It was covered by C.J. Henderson.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick, and that will be incomplete.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out come the Jaguars, and it's Gardner Minshew, their second-year quarterback, leading the way. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Before the game, when I said hello to him, I tried to give him a little dap, but he wouldn't give me any, and I thought he was snubbing me. Then I realized he's keeping all that flame to himself. How about the week he had last week? AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
To Thompson on the draw. Both of these two teams, the Jets and Dolphins, looking to improve their rushing attack in 2020. Last year, they were the bottom 2 teams in the league in terms of rushing yards. The Jets at 31, and the Dolphins dead last at number 32. He'll have another first down and more, and he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though,
this is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Fitzpatrick, a give to Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First down, Dolphins.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. And Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and it's definitely the year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections.
Third down, Fitzpatrick.
Yards to go.
Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call...
That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
For a quarterback, there's 2 sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
Minshew's pass.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Minshew's pass.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Intended for Deshaun Jackson. Incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Jaguars 10.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And some space here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 36.
Off play action, it's Minshew. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, this Laviska Shenault. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Kickoff for Jacksonville.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is Jakeem Grant. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Miami set to take over. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
35-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards. And the Dolphin 1st down.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
1st down, Miami.
Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
And a yard.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick.
37-yard line.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 1 yard to go.
On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Avery Jones making his presence felt on the sack. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a 1st down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tyler Eifert, 85 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweep. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to give him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Sidney Jones in on the stop. It's
Hit the third down conversion. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Caleb Chason brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And it'll bring up third down. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down short of first down, right on the 10-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3.
24.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon studio.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Jason Sanders to
the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
D.D. Westbrook on the return.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own.
Let's shift now and discuss Deshaun Jackson. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. James Robinson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
Josh Lambo, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Westbrook now on the return.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And here comes Westbrook. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Ready up.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 13. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run. Robinson. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's good.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. On the toss, here's Robinson. The 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
30-yard line.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Fitzpatrick's pass intended for Mike Gesicki.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Running over the middle by Grant. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Back now in Jacksonville. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Jaguars.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and now it's 3rd down.
Parker, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
First place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, a season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ballgame. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And Eifert has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
In on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
39-yard line.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, fighting off the defender. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, 28 yards. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Grant sets to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
Ryan Fitzpatrick sacked.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover.
But how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they